It's amazing the beautiful little treasures you'll find if you get up and start gardening early in the morning. I also found these two great big sticks, and I'm going to use these today to show you how to make a scarecrow. Hello the internet, and welcome to another CNRL Library Innovation Studio home workshop where we show you how you can make your own veggie patch. And today we're going to make a scarecrow to stop the birds from stealing all your little seedlings when we first start to plant. We're going to be using your old clothes, so the sticks need to be about as long as you are. One's going to be the body, and the other one's going to cross to be your arms. That one can be a little bit shorter. You'll also need some old clothes for your scarecrow, like some old yard clothes that are no longer in a condition to be worn. These trousers certainly aren't going to be good for me anymore. You'll need a top. Something with long arms is best, because you'll be able to tie it onto your poles better. An old hessian bag that's broken is good for a head, and a hat tops it off nicely as well. To build your scarecrow, other than the sticks and the clothes, you're also going to need some textures to draw a face, a pair of scissors, and some string or some rope of some kind to bind your sticks together and to bind your clothes on. The other thing you're going to need is stuffing. Okay, here's some dead grass that's just growing up the side of my fence. This will do beautifully. Old and dry. You don't want green grass. It needs to be completely dried out, otherwise it's going to get all heavy and wet and stinky. Again, we don't have to stuff our scarecrow completely today. The scarecrow's made, we can find more and more of this every week and stuff it in whenever we can. After a while it'll compact down a little bit anyway. You're going to want to restuff your scarecrow every now and again to make sure that your scarecrow looks pretty awesome. Okay, now I'm wearing gloves to do this because, believe it or not, I'm actually quite allergic to grass, so I don't want to get it on my skin. I'm going to fill my hessian sack with it and take it back over to where we're building the scarecrow. Woohoo! That's quite a bit. Okay, this is probably the trickiest part of making a scarecrow. We're going to show you how to lash the two sticks together. So, get your wood. You've got a bit of thick rope, that's pretty good too. I'm going to use this today mainly because you'll be able to see what I'm doing. First of all, tie the string. You can use like a shoelace knot where you go under, over and through, and then do the same thing again, under, over and through. Twice. Do it a third time as well, just to make sure. Under, over, through. Very simple knot. Now, in lashing, we go under this stick, and then over this stick, under this stick, over this stick, and we do that 3 times. I'll do it once to show you what that looks like. Okay. Under this stick. Nice and close. Whoops. See that there? And then over this stick. Under the arms. Over the body. Make sure that is nice and tight. Now we're going to do this 3 times, exactly the same way. Under the arms, over the body. Make sure you keep it nice and tight. Keep your rope nice and close together with the ones you put down previously. So this is number 2. I've sped this up a little bit so you don't have to sit through me doing it all. I'm doing it quite slowly and carefully to make sure I get it tight, but I'm speeding it up for you. There, we've done 3. Next, go under the arm, but we're going to go around the arm this time and under the body. We're lashing the other way now. We're going over the arms and under the body. Again, nice and tight. I'm going to do it 3 times. And I think that's back to the start. We've done 3. And we'll tie that on with another sort of shoelace starter knot. Nice and tight. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do some diagonals. I'm going to wrap around 3 times across this diagonal. So I'm going under one armpit and coming over a shoulder. Then I'm going to change direction, go under the other armpit, over the other shoulder. 3 times. This will help make it super stable, stop your arms wobbling. And we'll tie that on with another shoelace starter knot. Trousers, a shirt, a hat. I've got my little bit of hair, some bobs, not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. First thing I'm going to do is put his shirt on, literally putting it through the arms that we've made. This is where you'll find out if your arms are too long. Yep, I'll have to snip that down a bit. There we go. Great. We'll start with a bit of stuffing. Ball it up a little bit as you put it in. It'll make it easier to manage, and it'll make for a better bulky stuff effect. There's our shirt done. Now, we don't want all the stuffing to fall out when we pick it up, so we need to bunch this up around the stick and tie it on with string. Tie it nice and tight and snip. Now with the trousers, one leg is going to go up the pole. I think I'll use my broken leg for that one, with another simple under-over knot. This leg, just tie it off at the bottom. We haven't put any straw in yet, but when we do, we don't want it all falling straight out. Now we're going to stuff the legs with straw. Once we've done that, we're going to make a pair of braces that go over his shoulders, keep his trousers up. Now it's time to put your awesome Scarecrow near your veggie patch. Mine is in the southwest corner. This way the shade will always be behind my Scarecrow, never on top of my vegetables. Now you may have noticed there is something missing from our Scarecrow. It's got no head. I thought I'd do that last because it's easier to get your Scarecrow in the ground when you're not worrying about squishing its head. Stuff your pillowcase or your hessian bag or sack or whatever you have with straw as well. Tie it up, we don't want it all falling out. And get it on any way you can, really. Okay, before I do the face, I'm going to put a hat and a few other little accessories on. Found an old t-shirt here, which could do quite nicely as a scarf. Pretty cool. Got that old wool I found. The hat, not bad, definitely needs a face. And we better tie these down so they don't get blown away. I'm going to draw a face on with textures later, or maybe I'll sew some buttons on for eyes. Once you've finished your Scarecrow, the very next thing you need to do is give your Scarecrow a name. I think I'm going to call my Scarecrow Pertwee. We hope you enjoyed this gardening workshop. Please like, share and subscribe so you and others can join us on the next CNRL Library Innovation Studio online workshop. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the usual places at Innovation Stew or hashtag Innovation Stew. And check the Home Workshops page on innovationstew.com.au for extra resources. See you next time and happy gardening!